Fire Eyes Media.
The news headlines the past few weeks have been heavy and heartbreaking. It seems that almost every day there is something else tragic happening around the world. But on the other hand, we can't forget that there's never a shortage of the funny, weird, or just plain amusing headlines out there.
So this week, we're going to take a step back from the heavy headlines and hear some hilarious and weird ones instead. Oh, and by the time you hear this episode, Amber and I will be on our way to Boston for the True Crime and Paranormal Podcast Festival. Hopefully, we'll see you there, and you can tell us what your favorite headline from today was.
Before we dive in, let's hear our riddle for the day. What do you call a flying monkey? Stay tuned to the end to find out the answer. And also, I apologize in advance for this one.
Our first headline reads, chimpanzees engage in cheeky trend-setting behavior, proving they're more human-like than you realize, study reveals. Doesn't sound too bad so far.
Not bad at all. I mean, the trends they're setting can't be worse than what we already have to endure, am I right?
Yeah, seriously, it's a scary place out there. And all it took was one chimp deciding a blade of grass sticking out of his ear was the best thing since sliced bread. And so the grass and ear trend was born.
Oh, he didn't stop there, though. He took it to the next level by sticking another blade of grass in his, well, let's just say he found another orifice to stick it into, a much stinkier one this time.
And of course, the other chimps saw this and channeled their inner Billy Madison and followed suit.
The brilliant scientific minds studying this behavior have named it grass in ear and grass in rectum, because apparently naming things is hard.
Well, they couldn't have come up with anything better. And you want to know the best part about all of this? There's no practical reason for this trend. It's purely social bonding. Just like the humans and their obsession with TikTok dances.
I mean, think of it this way. The next time you're feeling insecure about your fashion choices, just remember, at least you're not sticking grass in your... Oh, you get the idea.
Yeah, exactly. And if you do decide to start a trend, let's just save the ass grass trends for the chimps. This reminds me of this trend that scientists were seeing with, I can't remember if it was like dolphins or whales or some sort of like sea mammal where they would put like a dead fish on their forehead, like on the top of their head and just swim around with it.
Okay.
Did you hear
dead fish forehead? No, I did not.
Ass grass and dead fish foreheads.
I'm here for it.
Are the animals okay?
I think they're probably wondering that about us, honestly.
Maybe they're like, cool, well, if they're going to do all this stupid stuff, then we'll start doing it too.
God. Okay, so our next headline reads, I'm lucky to be alive after sustaining car crash injuries tripping over my cat. Yep, you heard that right. A cat. Not a speeding vehicle, not a wild animal, but a domestic feline.
Honestly, I'm not even surprised that this happened.
Nope.
No, it sounds like something I face every day. So this poor dude was home alone with his hairless Egyptian Sphynx kitten, and as he was coming down the stairs, the kitten decided to be playful, as kittens do, and latched onto one of his owner's legs.
The man said it took a chunk out of his leg,
Ouch.
And then he lost his footing. He tumbled down 14 stairs before landing incapacitated at the bottom of the stairs.
The cat was probably thinking, don't you think you're being a little dramatic, sir?
He didn't realize the extent of his injuries at the time. Imagine his surprise later when he discovered he suffered a fractured skull, a broken bone in the neck, 2 fractures in his spine, 9 broken ribs, and each rib had multiple fractures, and a bit of blood in his lungs.
It's a miracle he
Yeah.
survived. And to make matters worse, the man's wife was working nights and not around to come rescue him. So he had to lay at the bottom of the stairs for a total of 14 hours. He physically couldn't get up, and his phone was dead. Of course it was.
Of course it was. To add even more insult to injury, the kitten who was responsible for this freak accident spent the entire night stamping on the man's chest. Like, sir, why are you still on the floor and not catering to me?
Freaking cats. When his wife got home, help was finally called and he was taken to the hospital where he remained for 2 solid weeks, recovering from the injuries inflicted by his hairless companion.
Doctors gave him 6 to 12 months before he would be back on his
God.
feet. And just like a true scholar and a gentleman, he didn't harbor any ill will, saying, "The cat's adorable and he's only young. I don't take any umbrage to that. It's just one of them things. It could have happened anyway." I guess being cute definitely has its perks.
Would you have taken that so on the chin?
Honestly, probably.
Really?
Yeah. It wasn't the cat's fault. Gravity is such an
No.
asshole.
Oh my God.
And like a freak accident, like sustained car crash injuries, just falling down your stairs. This, my friend, is why I will never own a house with more than 1 story.
I can tell you that having a 2-story house and a dog that likes to be at your feet all the time is dangerous because Data likes to follow you up the stairs.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
the only dog that does. But he will also then go down the stairs with you. And so you have to sit there and make sure he's well in front of you before you start moving because he tries to stay like so close to your feet sometimes. And then you have Pickle who likes to just walk right in front of where you are while you're trying to move. I have almost fallen down because of her so many times.
She's quite,
so many times.
she takes up a large area as
She
well in her
does.
tiny little body, so there's no avoiding that.
And she hits you like right below your knees on your shins. And so it's like if you hit in the right way, you're going down.
Yeah.
Like there's
No, I know. You remember Shadow, right? I mean, he was
Yes.
named Shadow for a gosh dang reason. So, yeah, no. I'll just, if I ever do have a more than 1 story house, I'll just keep the snakes. They're not gonna trip me up.
No, you'll be safe with the
I'll be
snakes.
good. I'll be good.
I never thought I would say that, but yeah.
Safe with the snakes. I'm
safe with the snakes.
I am safer with my snakes than I am with my German Shepherd. Now that horse
Totally.
will just knock you over standing still. So
Yeah. Pets are a safety hazard for sure. At least the 4-legged ones. Okay. Our next headline is Grandpa shows off wild skate park moves on mobility scooter. Hold my beer. I'm simultaneously intrigued and terrified. The 52-year-old grandfather from Western Australia went viral for showing off his impressive moves on a mobility scooter at a skate park.
That's right. Gavin was filmed pulling donuts and wheelies at the Mandurah skate park about 70 kilometers or 43 miles south of Perth. Dressed in a gray beanie and jeans, his antics were captured and shared on TikTok, garnering over 750,000 views.
And the best part? The footage was captioned with Grandpa, hold my beer, because nothing says, I'm about to do something epic like that.
Exactly. Gavin's antics have earned him the title of skate park boss and Mandurah legend from social media users. One person even commented, "This is my spirit animal." Like mine too.
Yeah, I know. And Gavin himself was touched by the positive response, saying that he was glad the footage brought happiness to so many people. He said, the amount of people it's touched and just put smiles on their faces and got people talking about positive things again. Mate, I couldn't ask any more than that. And that's why I did it.
I love that. And, there will be a picture of, the skate park boss on our Instagram for you to see. Like it's really like it's legitimately a elderly mobility scooter that, you picture like an old granny and her blanket, cruising down the sidewalk or something. And he's like spinning it around and doing wheelies and donuts and shit. It's amazing.
That's so fun. I wonder if he was like a skater back in the day, maybe before he was in a scooter or something like that. And he was like, I'm just going to try my moves out in this thing instead. Like,
Or
I
he's
would like to know
got
the backstory there.
grandkids that are skaters, or
That's
his
true.
kids were skaters or something like that. So it's more of a going out there to spend time with them and then
That's
just
so
happen to,
cute.
I know, I love it.
That's so cute.
Okay, so this next headline is titled Walmart customer calls cops after his self-checkout avocado mishap charged $1,300. Oh, Walmart. Let me set the scene for you. We're at a self-checkout in Walmart where a man is calmly scanning his groceries.
The poor man, instead of punching in 9 avocados, somehow punched in 999. This brought his receipt total to a whopping $1,300. At that point, most people would think, oops, wrong number. But nope, not our guy. He yelled that Walmart was robbing him and he called the police, essentially on himself.
Meanwhile, Walmart staff tried to help, fixing pricing glitches, smoothing things over. But he was like my toddler in a full blown meltdown tantrum. I want compensation for my emotional distress.
The police showed up expecting a robbery suspect. Instead, they found a man clutching a cart of produce, demanding reparations. They eventually handcuffed him and let him out. His own 911 call ended in his arrest. Classic.
I mean, there's obviously a whole lot we don't know to the story, but my sole takeaway from this is that I don't plan on using a self checkout anytime soon. My cell phone already gives me enough trouble as it is.
I have so many questions.
Yes.
Like this person obviously did not understand how to use self-checkout, and the fact that they sat there screaming at them when they put in the wrong number. Why are people like this?
I take that back. My sole takeaway from this will be I will never work in retail services
No,
again.
never.
I don't know how y'all do it.
Really, truly,
Nope.
truly. Like retail customer, like service people are saints.
Yes.
Saints. There's a reason why I never worked very long in customer service, and I was never like I was never like a server or anything like that, because I would have thrown a drink at somebody first day and gotten fired.
I think it's something that everybody needs to experience though. Like at
Yeah,
one point in their life, just to see what it's like on the other side, to ensure that you don't treat people that way when you go out.
that's just common fucking sense, though.
You would think,
Excuse
but
my language. And you can judge people a lot by the way
how
they treat
wait staff? Oh,
people in the
for
service
sure.
industry.
Oh, for sure.
So the fact that this person called the cops because it's just, and they were trying to help. It's like,
They,
calm down.
so that brings me to this point. Like, okay, yes, there are some genuine a-holes working in
Oh yeah, of
customer
course.
service. Like my experience at Taco Bell yesterday was less than pleasant, but I still remained smiling, even though I probably looked scary and cheerful and polite and said
You're not
please and thank
scary.
you. But the cashier was less than pleasant to deal with. So like there's always two
And
sides.
also,
but
you have to think about it. It's like you don't know what's happening in that person's day either. So
they could just be an asshole, or they could have just gotten some really bad news and they're just trying to get through the rest of their day. You don't know. So instead of like barking back at them, I mean, unless they truly do something heinous to you, just
personally, yeah.
be
Just
polite, move
suck it
on.
up and whatever. Oh,
There's
God.
my PSA for the day.
Be nice, people. Just be nice. Our next headline is Teen goes viral after bringing 200 tortillas on flight from Texas. Just went on through. Anna Jones, a Nashville resident, boarded a flight from Austin to Nashville with an unconventional carry-on, a backpack filled with 200 HEB tortillas. I do understand this.
If you're not from Texas, maybe you haven't heard of our beloved grocery store chain, but it doesn't get much better around these parts, especially those tortillas. Anna posted a video on TikTok saying, all these people and no one knows I have 200 HEB tortillas in my backpack. And just like that, she became the tortilla queen of the internet.
Oh, and let's clear it up. These are like freshly made flour or corn tortillas that you can get hot in the store.
Yes.
Like still steaming in the bag, melts in your mouth.
Bakery tortillas.
Yes.
Delicious.
These are not just normal get in the bread aisle tortillas. No. And TSA didn't bat an eye. They just let her roll on through. As it turns out, transporting tortillas is a family tradition for Anna. She explained that her dad buys as many as 300 tortillas for her to bring home, and they freeze them to last about 2 months. 300 tortillas in 2 months.
Oh, she's eating a lot of tortillas.
Yeah.
She's not alone. Other Texans have shared their own tortilla travel tales. One person flew with HEB tortillas from San Antonio to Amsterdam, then drove them to Belgium. Another took them from San Antonio to Italy. I mean, when you love something, you take it everywhere.
Yeah, and if you ever find yourself in Texas and looking for a unique souvenir, forget about cowboy hats or boots. Overrated. Yes. Just grab a stack of HEB tortillas and you're good to go. The butter ones are amazing. They really are. You know, I actually saw a headline recently. I saw the headline, didn't read the full article, but I've seen it several times about this issue right here. Not the specific story, but about people who come to Texas and buy a shit ton of the tortillas and then travel with them. And apparently HEB is coming up with a way for people to successfully do this. Like they are trying to support this. And coming up with a whole plan.
I love it. I cannot say enough good things about HEB, especially how they're rallying right now for the flood victims and just HEB.
HEB is top notch.
Yes. Okay, this next headline. Oh boy, get ready. Weird silicone phone case feels like human skin and it can even get sunburned. Okay, are we really ready for a phone case that feels just like human skin and can get sunburnt?
Literally never. Never. But Mark Tessier, in collaboration with Virgin Media O2, has created the skin case.
I love how you said that. I'm sorry.
A synthetic phone case designed to mimic the appearance and texture of human skin. It's made from silicone and features intricately carved wrinkles to enhance realism. This is not okay.
Oh, and if that wasn't enough, the skin case is UV reactive. That's right. It can get sunburned just like I do from standing outside for more than 10 minutes at a time. So now, not only do you have to worry about your skin, but also your phone's.
The idea behind this is to raise awareness about the dangers of UV exposure, because nothing says protect your skin like a phone case that changes color in the sun. And I mean, let's not forget the added bonus of having a phone case that feels like human skin.
Okay, quite honestly, the thought of reaching over for my phone in the middle of the night to like check the time or something and rubbing across something that feels disturbingly like human skin that shouldn't be there would freak me the hell out. And I
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
go back to sleep.
No.
But I mean, if you're looking for a phone case that's both functional and a little unsettling, the skin case might just be for you.
I could see this being up some people's alleys, but my issue is I think it's great that they're trying to raise awareness about the dangers of
Yes.
UV exposure. Can we do it in a different way that's not making a cell phone case?
I don't know. People have phones in their hand all the goddamn time. All the
Oh, I
time.
know.
So what better way than something that's already in your hand to be like a warning, hey dude, like I'm here to make it weird. I am the weirdo. Like I kind of want one, to be perfectly honest.
This literally, like, no, it makes my skin crawl. Like,
And I would totally get it tattooed too, by the way. I'm just saying.
no,
It's creepy, but I love it. That's why I love it, because it's creepy.
creeps me the hell out. I like, this is gross. I can't. Even reading it, I was like,
It did. Yeah, there was visible shivers going up your spine. It was hilarious.
skin weirds me out. Okay. This next headline seems fitting for our impending traveling. TSA at NYC airport stopped me for having something crazy in my carry-on, but it's the best thing to have on a flight. A woman was stopped at Newark Liberty International Airport for carrying something a little unorthodox in her carry-on.
Yep, that's right. Chloe Gray, a lifestyle influencer, was detained by TSA for bringing a whole ass rotisserie chicken from Whole Foods on her flight from New Jersey to California. Nothing says eating healthy like a hot bird in your backpack.
Yeah, exactly. She explained that she brought the chicken to maintain healthy eating habits and manage her blood sugar during the long cross-country trip. Because who needs snacks when you have a full meal in your bag?
TSA didn't even bat an eye. They just let her wing it. Apparently, a whole rotisserie chicken is now considered carry-on approved.
Okay, so you can't bring water through TSA, but you can bring a whole chicken. Make it make sense. But I mean, not everyone was impressed. The internet had a field day with her poultry-packed journey. One user commented, "Someone sitting next to me on a plane pulling out a rotisserie chicken would be my last straw."
Another chimed in, no, no, no. The strong smell on the flight is diabolical. Nothing says luxury travel like the scent of roasted chicken wafting through the cabin mixed with God knows what other scents are in that enclosed space.
Yeah, but Chloe defended her decision, saying it was her version of a designer bag. What? Because when you're flying economy, a rotisserie chicken is the ultimate accessory. So if you're ever in a pinch and need a meal on the go, just grab a rotisserie chicken and head to the airport. Who knows? You might start a new travel trend.
I am not gonna lie. If I wasn't so worried about like pissing other people off, I would 100% do this and just like fulfill my Lilu Fifth Element desires and sit there with a whole rotisserie chicken and just
Look, I can't be mad at this. She is right. It's a great healthy option, great protein. Mm-hmm. Like it's better than just sitting there eating a bunch of carb-loaded snacks.
Or sugary sweets.
Yeah, junk that's just going to crash your blood sugar.
Oh, God, now I want a chicken.
I have a rotisserie chicken.
You know what? Maybe I'll go to HEB for lunch and grab a chicken and some tortillas.
Great. I've been eating like a low-carb tortilla I'll tear up some of the rotisserie chicken, a little bit of shredded lettuce, Parmesan cheese, and a little bit of Caesar dressing, and it's like a chicken Caesar wrap, and it's delicious.
Delicious. Mm-hmm.
Because HEB has really good rotisserie chickens.
Yes, they do. Oh, the lemon pepper is my favorite.
Yes. Same. I'm not even mad at this. It just made me hungry.
I know. Oh, man.
Now we got to get some rotisserie chicken.
Yep.
Thanks for the idea. That's great.
Of course. Maybe we'll find a chicken to bring with us on the plane.
Okay.
And we can report back and let y'all know if it worked or not.
Chicken and tortillas.
Yes. I'll carry the tortillas. You carry the chicken.
Oh, God. Okay.
So this next headline, I mean, I guess it could be worse.
Ugh.
I love Red Bull so much I got a barcode tattoo. It even scans at the grocery checkout. I can't even handle
Nope.
the smell of Red Bull myself anymore, which may or may not have something to do with my turning 21 and drinking alcoholic beverages. But anyway.
I absolutely cannot handle Red Bull for the same exact reason. It's PTSD,
Yes.
like, inducing. I can't do it. But this woman was so passionate about Red Bull that she decided to permanently ink her love for the energy drink onto her skin.
Yep. Du, a Swiss content creator, got a fully functional Red Bull barcode tattooed on her body. And as we mentioned, it actually scans at the grocery store.
Because nothing says I love Red Bull like turning your body into a walking advertisement. Du reportedly spent over $600 on the tattoo, which features a worm munching on the barcode based on a sketch from her sister.
And if you want to see that picture, you can head to our Instagram.
Why a worm? Anyway.
Du tested it at a self-checkout, and the scanner actually beeped, charging her for a 250 milliliter can of Red Bull.
So now, every time Du goes to the store, she can just scan her arm and get charged for a drink she probably doesn't even need. Talk about loyalty.
And, the internet's kind of loving it. The video of Du scanning her tattoo has gone viral, amassing over 7.9 million views on TikTok. Red Bull Germany even called it incredible.
But not everyone is impressed. Some critics are questioning the practicality of the tattoo, given that barcodes can change over time. Du, however, remains unfazed, saying she doesn't care.
Personally, I love Taco Bell. Shh, guilty pleasure exposed. But you're not going to see me getting the logo tattooed on me anytime soon. I mean, unless they want to hook me up with a lifetime supply of tacos or something. Just saying.
Right. If you love them so much that you were willing to put that on your skin, that should be immediate free taco, like every time you go.
Yeah. Just flash that and be like, hey, here's a soft taco.
I don't think it's fair for people to criticize her for doing something for her own personal gain or
enjoyment.
Pleasure. It's not like she's hurting anybody. And if it changes, so what?
That's not why people get tattoos. We get tattoos because we had some extra cash and we liked a pretty design. And it's cute. Like the little worm, cute. The little worm is adorable. Like it's not just a simple, creepy boring, barcode. It's, barcode, and the worm is like munching on part of the barcode, so it's missing, and it's a cute little, it's cute.
Hey, whatever. No judgment here.
Whatever floats your canoe.
Yeah, people are always going to have something to say about whatever anybody else does. So
for sure.
Whatever. Okay, not going to lie. I love this next headline. Frustrated homeowner's missing wallet was hidden in plain sight for days, thanks to a bizarre optical illusion. A homeowner spent 2 days searching for their missing wallet, only to find it lying in plain sight on the bathroom floor the entire time.
Oh, yes. According to a Reddit post on Mildly Infuriating, the wallet blended so seamlessly with the bathroom tiles due to an optical illusion that it went unnoticed for 48 hours. Talk about a game of hide and seek for adults.
Yeah, seriously. The homeowner probably retraced their steps, checked every nook and cranny, and even called the family pet to help search. But the wallet remained elusive, hiding in plain sight like a ninja in a sea of beige.
And when they finally discovered it, the realization must have been both a relief and a facepalm moment. It was right there the whole time, they probably exclaimed, followed by a deep sigh and a vow to never take their eyesight for granted again.
Of course, the internet had a field day with this. Reddit users flooded the thread with comments ranging from sympathetic to downright hilarious. One user wrote, "It really blends in," while another quipped, "Did you not take a shit for 2 days? It's literally right there." We'll have the photo of the bathroom floor and the wallet hidden in plain sight on our Instagram for you to see. So be sure to check it out.
It's so good. It's so good.
Beige wallet. I got to see the picture so I can imagine what the wallet looks like.
For our final headline of the day, let's head back to the airport.
Ooh.
Passenger flagged by TSA after swamp crotch sets off
God.
alarm, and it's happening to others too. Look, man, we live in Texas. Sweating is inevitable throughout the majority of the year.
This sounds like my worst nightmare. Okay, so apparently, if your nether regions are moist enough, those fancy millimeter wave scanners think it's a weapon. Oh my God. A passenger flying after a 15-year hiatus got flagged twice, and all her pockets were empty. No piercings, nothing suspicious, just humid thighs and bike shorts.
Which begs the question, should we start a moral panic around sweaty groins?
Oh no.
On Reddit, some helpful souls report the TSA guard actually said swamp crotch out loud. Because that's definitely what you want broadcasted while you're standing there in your sweaty compression gear.
That's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
TSA expert Shauna Malvini-Redden confirmed that, yes, sweat can set off the machine. Moisture bounces back the waves and the scanner goes beep, and suddenly your crotch is under full investigation.
And moisture isn't alone in making your crotch suspicious. Feminine pads, tight fabrics, even your own curves. Because heaven forbid you have a bootylicious behind.
I feel like the scanner should be better than that. But some countries like France and Germany have said, nah, we're good, and banned those scanners entirely. Thank you. Meanwhile, in the US, TSA says, relax, our tech accounts for body diversity, but not for swamp crotch.
So, what's the fix? Wear moisture-wicking underwear, skip the bike shorts, and maybe sprinkle some baby powder before hopping in the airport queue. Because if your groin primes that submachine gun scanner, you're in for a pat-down. Welcome to Summer TSA 2025, where your crotch can threaten national security. Bring deodorant and maybe an alibi.
That's terrifying.
Now do you see why I suggested we wear like a loose, flowy dress to...
Oh, God, that poor woman. I don't even know what to say to that. I'm just like, dear God.
I know. Good times.
Yeah.
I just cannot get over the bathroom one. Looking at the photo, definitely overlooked it myself. When I finally realized where it was, I cannot imagine how that dude felt.
No, that's insane. A lot of these are the rotisserie chicken one,
Yeah.
hands down, my favorite. Just because it's so freaking random, and the fact that she's like, yeah, so what? I brought a rotisserie chicken because it's nothing you would ever think about doing. And the fact that the TSA was like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever.
Cool. Chicken. Enjoy.
I could have fun. Because normally you can't, I don't even think you're supposed to bring any sort of food or drinks through TSA.
Not that you didn't purchase past. So maybe there was like a Whole Foods in that airport or something. And I don't know. I don't know these things.
Because normally all the food stuff is past TSA. Mm-hmm. So, I've brought bags of dry snacks and things like that in bags through TSA, and they don't care about that. But a rotisserie chicken, also there's a hole in there. You could hide stuff in there if you really wanted to.
Oh God. I didn't even think about that.
It could be a security issue. I don't freaking know.
Gina.
That one was my favorite one, especially because now I'm really hungry.
Yeah. You're going to have to get some rotisserie chicken.
Absolutely.
Well, if you like what you heard today, please give us a 5-star rating and review wherever you're listening from. We honestly can't stress enough how much it means to us and how much it helps out.
It really does. And be sure to follow us on socials at Weird True Crime on Instagram and TikTok, Or shoot us an email at weirdtruecrime@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. But before we say goodbye, let's hear that riddle one last time. What do you call a flying monkey? The answer? A hot air baboon. Yeah, Amber already apologized for that one.
I'm so sorry.
But
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I am the way that I am.
That's like the first corny joke.
I had to.
I love it. It goes along with the chimp thing.
That's why. Yeah.
Okay. Like I can't help it. I have to do this. I can't stop myself.
I had another one, but then like the intrusive thoughts took over and it said, no, hot air baboon, you need to do it.
You know what? Sometimes you just gotta go with the stupid jokes. Until next time, stay safe
and make good choices. Goodbye. There's our peanut gallery.